Hi, this video is called How to Create a Custom Avatar for Your YouTube Business Channel from the Online Growth Ladder. So defining a custom avatar for your YouTube channel is a really important first step to take before you even start shooting videos. So in this video, I'm going to cover what an avatar is, how it can help your channel, what you need to do to create one. And then in a moment, I'm going to tell you how you can do this if you've got more than one product. Okay, so what is a customer avatar then? So essentially it's your ideal customer, and what you do when you're creating your customer avatar is that you do a detailed breakdown of what the person is, who they are, what they are like, what they do, some of their challenges and their problems. And we do this so that we're really clear on what our audience is, not only for our product, but also for our channel as well. Okay, so let's get going in setting up or defining our avatar for our channel then. So what I tend to do these days is I create a set of slides for my avatar. So I use something like Google Docs or PowerPoint or whatever the slide software is that you use. But I keep it really simple, and then I just build out all of the slides. And what we're trying to do is we're trying to really go deep into this person. So we give this avatar, we give them a name, we work out we define what their age is, what their gender is, whether they're married, whether they've got kids, where they live, etc. And we write all this down in our slides, and we make this person really real. And what I also do is I get a photo. I put a photo in there as well, so it's really clear that I'm talking to that person. So the person starts to come alive as soon as you've got a photo, basically. And then I sort of start to really get into what their educational level is. I talk about what their job is, what their skills are, their experience, what their hobbies and their interests are, really, and the sports, that sort of thing, and what they do in their spare time as well. What do they get up to? So I'm really getting into this persona and what this person is all about, and really all of their backstory and all of their background. And that's the sort of first section that I do for creating the avatar. So once I've created all the background information for my avatar, I really start to get into the story and the challenges for my avatar. So I create at least one slide for each of these next bullet points here. So I want to really understand what is their story to get to this point, in their career or their life or whatever. And then then I talk about, then I do another slide on what is their situation right now, what's their job situation. What is that bit all about? And then I really start to get into the challenges. What are their challenges now? What are their challenges going to be in the future? And be really specific, or as specific as you possibly can in this particular area. This is really important because this helps you define, how you're going to target them later. And also talk about any changes that are going to happen to them, any changes on the horizon, or any changes that have happened recently. And then most importantly, on the final section of this, I really sort of get into what their plans and what their ambitions are. So, what is that? How are they going to move forward? What are the next steps for them over the next 6, 12, 8 months? So I think overall, with this bit, you really get into the detail of what their problems are, what their challenges are, and what how they're sort of planning to work to the future, essentially. So how does this help your YouTube channel? So this is going to take you, doing all the backstory and all of the problems and challenges, all of that. It's probably going to take you about at least half a day probably to put all of that information together. And the more information you put together, the more solid the persona, the avatar that you create, the better it is really. And that person really starts to come alive. You get a really deep understanding of what your ideal customer is. You can really visualize the customer in your mind as well. And from this point, this is where it really sort of comes to life for you. So you can start to map your products then to what your customers are. And when you're shooting your YouTube channel, when you're shooting your videos, or when you're mapping those out, or when you're creating the scripts or creating the content plans, etc., and you can really start to think about how you can target particular videos to particular problems that your ideal avatar has. here. So, you know, and when you can, and also when you've got this image of this person in your mind and you know all about them as a person, you can look them at the camera, look them in the you can look them in the eye, you can speak to that customer on an individual basis. And you can show empathy and understanding, so you're understanding what their current situation is, you're understanding what their challenges and their problems are. I mean, you really address them in the video, so you can really get your message across and really sort of empathize with them to sort of really come across to really make your videos powerful. And then finally, what you're trying to do obviously is you're trying to make sure that your products and your services really help to solve their problems, and you present that in your video and how your product and service can help them move forward, solve their problems, and move on basically. So what do we do then if we've got more than one product or service? So we basically follow the same process for each product or service that we've got. So you need at least one avatar for each of your products. You can target different videos at different products and avatars basically. And if you've got one product with multiple customers, multiple types of customers, then you need to create multiple avatars for each type of customer that you've got. So then what that means then is you can target different videos at different avatars. You know, you can solve different problems for, you know, different customers basically, and that's how you use the situation where you've got multiple products and multiple potential customers. Okay, so I hope that was helpful. It's a really powerful thing to do, to create an avatar for your YouTube channel so that you can really target your videos. You can really speak to the customer as an individual, and if you've got a photo, that helps even more, I've found. So hopefully you found this really useful and you can sort of start to target your videos, and it goes right back to the scripting process and helps you to define what your videos are going to be about and even your overall content plan as well. So thanks for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I do lots of videos on online marketing and YouTube. So please subscribe. I'd love to hear how you're getting on creating your avatars. Please let me know in the comments below. And yeah, so please subscribe by clicking on the button below, and I'll see you in the next video.